present it into an audience. And the research paper or a conference paper, journal article, or writing a book chapter are the platforms to disseminate your gain knowledge. And as well as you can receive critical peer feedback after you have published a research article from readers or audience. Then you can evaluate that your project work is good, or the audience, are there anything to be improved, other related areas to be improved likewise. So there are the many importance of the publishing a research article, and it is much important carrying out of the research, actual research, like yes. So you can raise your hand, and I will give you a few minutes for that. Yes, Yashoda, you have raised your hand. Are there anything to be clarified? Okay. Okay, so the publishing research article is that important as the carrying out of a actual research, and the dissemination of findings being as important as the actual finding. Another thing is, if you are working in academic field, if your career is an academic related one, it is much important to publishing your work as a research article or a book chapter or a conference paper in for obtaining grants or funds, and also important for the career progression. So that is the importance of research paper, writing a research paper to an audience. And there are types of research papers. So you know, already know about this. And if you go through the Google, you may find different types of different categories of research paper types. And there are many more, and based according to the basic things, I have categorized these types of research papers into 7 categories. But there are many more, right? According to your work, according to your work in the field, there are different types of research papers. And the first category, then before you are going to write a research paper, you have to define what kind of research paper is that you are going to write, right? In your field, you have to identify what kind of research paper you are going to publish in the conference. Is it your own work, if it is based on your project work, or if it is a review article or a case study, likewise. You have to find out what is your aim, what is your objective to write a research paper, and what type of research article to be published in a journal. So because the content of your work depends on your research paper type. So the first category I have mentioned is experimental research paper. So most of you are from the industrial technology field, and most of you are doing some experimental related research works. The work-based projects and industry-based projects, these are based on the experimental work. And the experimental are the controlled experiment conduct to a test specific hypothesis or build a hypothesis or as a solution to a research question. So you work on that experimental research. You are going to get the data for that, and you are doing the experiment, and you make some new methodologies, novel methodologies you may prepare, and then the findings you may, according to the data, you are going to make a formula, calculations are there, then you interpret your data. So it includes details about the research design and what is the methodology you have followed and the result obtained, and that's the interpretation of the data. The data can be interpreted by the either tabulated form and also a graphical design, and also pie chart, bar charts like graphical interpretation, or also from the pictures or the photographs. Likewise, you can interpret your findings. And the collected data could be used to foundation to build a new research idea for the further studies. The work is going to be new research ideas to the further studies, further scientists, further the people who are going to read your research article. gain your findings. And the methodology section of this type of paper describe the experimental design and including the details of the participants and the sample size and are there any democratic areas are there, location and the population, the materials used, raw material used, and are there any chemicals, glasswares, those have to be mentioned in the methodology part. And also procedures, are there any kind of processing methodology procedure or are there any variables under the investigation? Likewise, you have to mention it in your research work, in the experimental research work. And also it should be detailed enough so that the others could replicate the study. So your methodology should be detailed. Then thereafter, the next people who are read your work, then they can get your methodology and they are going to replicate the study. That's how the research is after the publishing. That's how the researches are going on. And the next type is we call review papers. That most of you are encouraged to write the review papers. That is based on your literature review. If you are working on your work-based project, your final research, you are going to find the literature. You are going to survey the literature. Critically review the literature from the existing research articles. So that review paper is the synthesize and analyze existing research and publication on a specific topic. It provides a comprehensive overview and a well-researched overview of a specific topic. The primary focus of a review paper is to examine and summarize the existing literature related to a specific research question or topic. So the review papers are again can be categorized as the narrative review papers and the systematic review papers. So generally you are writing the narrative research paper that based on the topic based on all the published research available on the topic, right? So generally written and objective and in an unbiased manner, and the goal is to present in a balanced way. You have to balance your view. Either there can be some pros and cons of the existing research, so you have to evaluate that. You have to get some idea from that existing research, and then you're going to give your own idea about this or going through all these literature, and you can compare the gaps in the existing research through a review paper. And that review papers typically follow a structured format, likewise the introduction and the methodology is optional for that. I have told you that there are basically two different review papers, narrative review papers and the systematic review. So the narrative review, the methodology part is optional. You don't need to mention the specific methodology for that. Then you are going to give an introduction about the topic, the specific topic, and then you are going to divide the subtopics according to the your main specific topic, and the main body section discussing the different aspects of the literature, and then finally you are going to give a conclusion, your own view of conclusion you can give, and also before the conclusion you can discuss what you have gained from the literature review. So this is the format for a review paper. Actually, it is for a narrative review paper. The title is there, abstract is there. You can, according to the guidelines, you can minimize the words count of the words, and you are going to give the brief introduction about what is the topic you are going to review in this paper, and then in body section you can categorize in a section the body. If there are any kind of methodologies we are going to discuss from the existing research, you can divide into 3 sections, and you are going to discuss with the subtopics, and then finally you can come to the conclusion, And this review papers for the literature citation, it is very much important thing because not like the other research works, because you are going to follow the most of the literature existing research. So the reference part is extensive number of references should be there rather than the normal experimental work research. And in the systematic review article, it should be have search from the answer to a particular question in the existing scientific literature on the topic, right? And so in that systematic review, that you can have a methodology part also. The abstract title, abstract introduction, and also there's a methodology part. Like in the methodology, you can include and exclusion criteria is there, and also you can mention what kind of research papers you are going to find out here for write a review article. And also study selection, you have to mention the study selection, and the data extracted also can be mentioned in the methodology part, and the quality assessment you can do, and then you can after that you can do the data analysis. And also in the systematic review, you have to analyze data according to the existing research. The citations are there, and we have to categorize them, and then you can analyze the data in the research and discussion part. And then in the discussion, you have to summarize data and give an interpretation of your own. Then finally, you can come to the conclusion in the review paper. And the next type of paper is we call theoretical research paper. These papers are focused on developing and presenting new theories or models or frameworks based on the existing research or prior theories or observation. It aims to advance understanding in a specific field of address theoretical gaps and reduce the gaps in between the theoretical data presented in existing literature. So the structure of the theoretical research paper includes the introduction, that is the outline of a research question, and the literature review section, and also the discussion of the theoretical concept. And then the conclusion summarizing the key findings and contributions. So this is not related to the theoretical research paper is only focusing on theoretical things, and it is a kind of a review paper, but it is only based on the theoretical, addressing the theoretical gaps and discussing the theoretical gaps. Theoretical things are discussed in that kind of theoretical research paper. So these kind of research papers are very commonly found in the disciplines like philosophy, social sciences, and economics, and various theoretical branches of the natural science. But you are in the industrial technologies, you may not be found that kind of theoretical research paper, because you are having work with most of the innovation and the work related ones, and your works are like that. So the theoretical research papers are most of the times they are based for the natural sciences and social science. And also there are type of research papers we call argumentative paper or persuasive papers. In this type of papers, it is also a kind of review paper, and in this type of paper, the author presents a well-structured argument supported by the evidence to persuade the audience to adopt a specific viewpoint or opinion on the controversial topic. So you are going to make an argument. Whether, as an example I have given here, the argumentative essay is there, changing education system. So it is an argument. You can make an argument in your own research paper. You are talking about the pros and cons about this changing education system. Are there any advantages and disadvantages? Likewise, you are making an argument inside the research paper, right? So evidence to persuade the evidence to adopt a specific viewpoint or opinion in that kind of controversial topic. So the introduces two viewpoints. As an author, you are going to introduce two viewpoints. In your paper, you are going to make a two viewpoints and you will make a discussion inside the paper and make an argument. And on then finally author gives his or her own viewpoint. You can give your own viewpoint finally after making an argument from your argumentative paper. So for that, for the supporting materials you can get from the literature or some conversions and some conferences. There are some or talking with the audience or interviews. You can make that argument in your paper. And there are another kind of research article is called analytical research paper. So this paper aims to examine the topic in depth, either breaking it down into the constituent parts and analyzing each component. Also, it is like a review paper type of a review paper, and it does not involve conducting new experiments. Right? It is even though it is named as analytical, it is not involving conducting new experiments or collecting new data, but focus on the critical analysis. So also these are from the existing research and literature, taking the data from the existing research and then examine. You are going to examine according to objective, you are going to examine the topic and then analyzing each component throughout going through all these existing research articles. These research papers collecting data from other researchers and analyzing them and such kind of a review paper. And it does not try to persuade the readers, but to influence the readers, but they are making a new way of thinking to a reader, giving a new viewpoint by your review paper. So those kind of review papers are much important because you no need to review papers, analytical research papers, and these argumentative paper. You giving some importance because the review papers from valuable scientific literature they summarize the findings of the existing literature. That you are going to summarize the literature review. So you are going to read a review paper. So the reader no need to form idea to get an idea from go through all the existing literature, and the knowledge you can have from one specific review article. So without having to read all the published works in the field, so reader can easily get an idea from a review article. So that is the importance of that kind of analytical research papers and review papers and the argumentative research papers. That is the importance of that. And there is another kind of research paper. They are called case study. So it is based for the different specific disciplines. Actually, the case studies are research papers focus on the in-depth analysis of a particular individual or group, event, or a situation. So it can be a medical situation or some economic problem or the problem find out in a market or a kind of a company or an organization. So that particular individual or group or event or situation is you are going to study and you are interpreted in a case study. It often provides a valuable insights and the practical applications in real world context, and it is not going to go through the literature, but it is giving the value, the insights of the real world context, and the situation is coming with the real world context and some medical scenario, medical health. So that case study So case study research have been widely practiced in both social sciences, medical sciences, and also natural sciences research. So you can see the example for the case study, and in giving practical marketing solution in this kind of classic airline. So it is a case study. The case study according to a situation. And another type of research paper is we call survey research paper. So most of the management study students, they are going to do some survey research paper. And also the survey research papers are gathering data in the large scale. Not like the experimental data. In the experimental data, there are some limitations for the data collections, but for the survey research, we are going to gather the large scale data to identify a non-communicable disease. So you have to collect the data from the specific area, specific demographic area, or the survey can be done through the questionnaires or the sharing getting insights from the social media, or some kind of interviews from the persons. Okay. Likewise, you can collect the data from the representative sample of the population. So according to a situation or area wise or sample wise, population wise, you can do a survey research paper. The paper discusses the survey's methodology, what are the findings, and the methodologies, how you are going to do the survey. Is it according to a questionnaire based survey, or an interview based, face-to-face interview, or using a social media platform likewise, and also getting through the medical officers, like the hospitals. Likewise, you can gather the data. You can collect the data for a survey. And these survey research papers are widely using the social sciences, psychology, marketing, and to analyze the competitor analysis. You can, if you are going to introduce a new product to the market, so you are going to have some market analysis. So through the survey and consumer analysis, by giving a questionnaire whether this kind of product is you are going to accept or not. Likewise, you can gather the data for the survey research paper. So they are valuable for the gathering data on large scale and providing insight into the attitudes and behaviors of the specific population or a group. So those are the types of research papers. So according to your work, according to your field of work, you can identify what type of research papers you are going to publish in the conference or a symposium or a journal. So, and again, that the content of the research paper and the format of the research papers that you are going to write is based on the guidelines of that specific journal or a conference or a symposium. In the IRS 2023, there is a guidelines. You can go to the website and you may find the guidelines for the specific kind of research paper. So they have given the guidelines, formats, how the titles should be there, and what the word limitations are there, the abstract limitations are there. Likewise, we have to adhere with the guidelines of the journal or the conference guideline. So then we have to talk about the key components of the research paper. I will briefly go through that, and let Dr. Kamal will explain about what are the key components of a research paper. The research paper typically consists of several important parts that are essential for the presenting the research in a clear and organized manner. While the specific structure and the requirements may vary depending on the academic discipline, right? And the target journal or a conference. Usually the following, these are the key components of a normal research article. You have to give a title and authors, author name, and introduction, methodology, and the results in discussion, conclusion, and the finally reference list. And remember that the specific formatting and style guideline may vary based on the target application or the academic institution. And this is the first part we call the title of the paper. The title should be a concise and informative. The title captures the essence of the research topic. The research paper title to function as the sole factor of the influence in the decision. What is the particular paper? It is the title is the essence of the research topic. So it should be keep simple, and also it should be brief and attractive. And the primary function of the title is to provide a precise summary of the paper content. Right? In the good research paper title should be content keywords used in the manuscript and should be defined the nature of the study. So the title, your title of the research paper should be focus on the what you are going to do in your work should be briefly given the title. So it should be simple and brief and attractive, and also should be give the descriptive words like what. And usually the good title of a research paper is typically around 10 to 12 words, because the lengthy title may feel some unfocused and take the reader's attention away from the important point, right? So if it is specific, it is much get the attraction of the reader. And then the next part is the author names and affiliation. You may find out that in research paper you can see that there are the names of the authors and the affiliations are there, and the format of the author names and the affiliations are also according to the guidelines of that specific journal. If it is the author name is with the initials or only surname, likewise, and it has to be adhered with the guideline, right? And also you have to mention who is the corresponding. So normally the corresponding author is the who is handling all the paperwork, and who will handle the corresponding of all the stage of the publishing the research paper. Likewise, the corresponding author is considered as the owner of the research paper, who is the make all the correspondence with the when you are going to publish a research paper. And the very important part is the abstract. Abstract is a brief summary of the entire paper, highlighting the research question, methodology, main findings, and conclusions. In the abstract, you are not going to give the figures or graphs or entire tables. You only according to there's a maximum word count is there according to the guideline, and then you have to precisely give the summary of the entire paper. And it helps the readers to quickly understand the paper's content and decide whether to read further. And the abstract should be attractive. Then the reader is going through all your paperwork according to your summarized abstract. So about the abstract, the cover survey discuss later. And in the abstract, later on the abstract, usually you are going to immediately after that, so you have to provide the maximum of 4 to 6 keywords, and also it is depending on the journal guideline. And the introduction, it is that provides the overview of research topics and the stage, research question, and the objectives, and explain the significance and context of the study. And also the literature part also can be included in the introduction as a separate part. Sometimes as a separate part, literature review is requested by the journal papers, but most of the times the literature review part also showcasing inside the introduction part, right? And in the introduction part, you have to give the citation in text. The citation you have to give in the text, and in the citation should be is indicated in your reference list. Sometimes, according to the guidelines, there may be the index citation is not going to be fine like this, but you can mention it as a number. The number is in the reference list. And the literature part review is in depth of the review of the relevant previous studies and publications related to the research topic. And this section demonstrated researchers' understanding of the existing body of the knowledge and identifies gaps in the literature that current study aims to address. According to your work, you can get the supporting research findings for the literature review. And in the methodology can be divided into materials and methods. If it is an experimental work, you can divide it into the materials and methods. And you can mention the raw materials, are there any chemicals or the cells. You can mention in the methodology part. And are there any procedure? Any kind of flow charts is there? Step-by-step procedure is there. You can mention it, all the things in the methodology. So it explains the research design, how you are going to collect the data, methods, materials, procedures used to conduct the study. So this section should be detailed enough for the other researchers to replicate their studies. So your finding, your methodology is going to be used by another researchers in their further studies. And the results and discussion parts present all the findings of research in clear and in an organized manner. So you can use the tables and the graphs, some kind of diagram, figures, supportive documents, supportive data presentations, and pictures, photographs. Likewise, you can present your findings. And according to the findings, you have to make a discussion. You have to interpret that data and analyze the results in light of the research question and the objective. The discussion should be related to the findings to the existing literature and address any limitations or potential biases in the study. Right? So always you have to, when you're mentioning any kind of research finding, you have to indicate the table. If you are mentioning it in the table, you have to number the table and you have to mention the table, topic of the table. And also if you are going to present a figure, you have to mention the name, number the figure, and also you have to give the details of the figure. And then you can come to the conclusion. After the discussion, you are going to come to the conclusion. So it is again a summary of the main findings, their implications and how they contribute to the broader field of the research. And you should not introduce a new information. In the conclusion, you are not going to include new information, but rather repeat the key points of the paper. And I also have to mention, in some research articles, they are asking the highlights. The highlights are usually come as a separate. Some journals are asking to give a highlights of the research paper. That highlights are we call, we are going to give some point form. In a point form, you have to highlight your research work. With that highlight, the readers are going to attract to your paperwork. It is depending on, this is the optional part. Some journals are asking to submit the highlights of the, in a point form, you have to submit the highlighted areas in your work. And finally, you have to come to the references, and we call bibliography, the list of all the sources cited in the paper. Properly formatted references ensure that readers can locate and verify the source of use. So there are different reference styles there. Kamasa will discuss about that thing. So, and also there are the research, you can find out the research papers, existing research articles from through the Google Scholar, and also you can go to the respective journal sites, websites like Science Day, you can search from there. And also, Sci-Hub is another platform to search the research articles. So you can find out existing literature, existing research articles through that different search databases or journal website. So this is those things I have to mention you. The Kamasa will discuss the further things about what is the abstract and extended abstract likewise. Are there any questions or clarification? You can ask, or Kamasa will continue the other part. Kamasa.
Okay.
Thank you.
Dr. Ramda, thank you very much for sharing with more detail with our audience. Good morning to all you again. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Sometimes if the noisy background will come, please mention if you're not audible by me. Actually, most of the part in the research, Dr. Randya mentioned, but I have shared with some detail about how to write a research paper. That is very important part of your life, as in the student life and the academic life. Let me 1 minute for sharing with that presentation. When you are attending the research article that you have already attended in project work or any kind of research work, you have to prepare some thesis or dissertation. After the dissemination of knowledge, where we have attended in the journal paper or a book chapter or likewise in the symposium, that is the dissemination point. So you have to concern about when the dissemination, you are not given into all the details in the dissertation or the thesis. So you have to concentrate in the one topic. So you have to select in the one component. As to that, based on that, the content should be arranged as in the abstract, and the introduction part or the background of the particular title, and some of the part in the literature review in according to the given title, and methodology. Sometimes in the methodology it includes in the material selections and the sample selection or location selection, preparation, formulation, procedures, everything in the methodology, in the testing procedure, although, and in the research and discussion and conclusion and references. Those are the 7 steps you have to follow. When fulfilling those 7 steps, then you are complete at the end in the research article. At that steps, before following, you have to select a attractive title, and all the details you have to mention in the abstract within a very few words. Why the abstract is the one forum in the one dissemination part in the all picture in the your research. So that in normally 250 or sometimes in the 400 limited words. Within limited words, you have to write an in the abstract. When you are writing the abstract, you have to 2-3 words in the starting point at the comments in the purpose. What is the purpose of that in the research? In the aim and the specific objective or why you are attending that. And the design part, it also needed to include. So that in design, in methodology, how are going to data collected or design in this purpose to achieve that in the research, and even how are you treating with the participants, then your intervention part is more important, and it means in the research or treatment, measurement, everything you have to mention it in the abstract in the body. Those are the key component in the abstract, and finally you can in with the conclusion. Within 250 or with the range of 400 words, according to the given guideline, you can change. So that you have to write it. And also some of the abstract, especially you have to put in the keywords. Keywords is to the one key component or technical terms where we finding in other researchers to, as in the literature part, your abstract will be getting more information about that in the particular services, in the searching. So that is in abstract. Some of the symposiums are expecting only abstract submission. It is a 1-page paper, no in the 2 pages. Within the 1 page, you have to write it. As an one example, but is not included in more in the detail. This is the one abstract in 2017 in the one symposium. It included only receiving in the abstract. This is the one abstract in the with the keywords. Normally, in the keyword is included in the 5 keywords or 6 keywords. But it's then you can see that in topic is dehydration of mushroom and development of value-added products. So that it is one abstract, including what purpose and methodology, and finally this one including.
Kamal sir, excuse me, we cannot see the abstract, Kamal sir. Only the slide.
Slide is there. I think okay. I leave it in and change with that. Okay. Okay, I later, after, I will share with this. So that in the 1 page is enough for the when we are submitting in the abstract. If any symposium are receiving that part. But we are not encouraged with the only the abstract submission. Normally, we are going to in the extended abstract of full paper. At the abstract, earlier I mentioned, normally we have two keywords. Some of the abstracts not keyword, but especially in the keywords. You can see that in some title, comparative analysis of precast construction and conventional construction of small scale concrete building in terms of cost. This is the one topic in the research article. Here you can see that in the keywords, especially in the keyword, 5 keywords. One you have to write in the italic form and put into this combination, and engineering research and development. Other one in the exporting in the versatility of like. This is the one topic. Here you can see in the keywords. Those are the keywords normally we use, especially based on the selected title. You have to concentrate. When you are selecting or writing in the keyword at last of the column part of the abstract. This is the one part. And also another example, development Winston flour mixture for cookies with finger miller. I have not mentioned in the keyword, but you have to think about what are going to included in the keyword. Other one is edible packaging from food processing waste, the comparative review. This is the one review paper. Is concerning what the edible packaging from food processing waste. It is a comparative review. That paper concerning the as in review article. In here, in the keywords are, you can see edible packaging, one term, food processing is a one term, food waste and bioactive component biopolymers. 5 keywords are included. Then you can think about in the top part of the title, which keyword we can use. One is in the finger miller, must, and some of the instant flour mixtures. And there are some measurement, important measurement. You can mention. Those are the keyword you can select based on the topic. Likewise, the abstract ending with the keywords after conclusion and keywords. When submitting in the extended or writing in the extended abstract, there's again understand it has one word is missing. Understand what you are going to write according to the title and the purpose. And you have to determine the length. Normally in the extended abstract, we are expecting in the 6 pages or 8 pages. Sometimes it will be up to 9. And you going to start with that in the title, and context and the background is included, and all the described with the methodology and main findings and the implications you to include. But in the extended abstract, you have to more detail with that in the literature part and the methodology included. But in the normal abstract, only 1 page. But extended abstract, you have to write down with the all the results and graph, images and tables to be included, and length lengthy than the abstract one. Normally 6 pages or 8 pages page-wise. But considering the review paper versus in the research paper, Dr. Eranya mentioned in some points, but I have mentioned some part of that in the features. As per the features, how we are going to differentiate your research paper and the review paper. Review paper, normally we are gathering more information about present findings, and we are comparatively study, comparatively interpret all the things. In the research paper, you are attending directly in the measuring everything. You are attending with the actively, and you are gather data, and you are analyze and interpret everything. So those the analysis part on the literature you put into review paper. So analysis part, you gather data, actively engage with that in the sample, then you are attending with that in the data interpretation. So those the things in the key features in the definition and the purpose, nature of research and content, you can compare with the review paper and the research paper. So that in you are going to secondary sources, mean existing data and the existing papers for the review paper. But you are attending with the actual data in the research paper. So some of them are, can submit in the review paper, some of them can submit in the research article with your primary data. Normally, concerning the word limit, it review paper in this, like in not in the journal, in some of the symposium, like us, you can write down in the within 300 to 600 words. But in the research paper, it more than that can be included, but based on the given criterion you have to follow according to in the particular symposium or the journal rules and regulations. And description and explanation and words in the review paper and the research paper, you can see that comparatively you have to describe all the gathered data from the secondary sources. But in the research paper, you can compare with your primary data and other existing data. Those are the things in the description and the explanation part of that in the research and discussion. As an example, in the review article, normally you can use in different way of titles. You can see that in some review articles in the topics, and as an example, academic stress among faculty and students in higher education, it is one part, and the review paper and the research paper, a study on attitude of urban and rural college student teachers towards science. Based on that, in primary data, based on the secondary data. So when you are finding key component of that in the review paper, you have to search in the relevant literature, you have to evaluate the sources, you have to identify the themes when you are reading gathered information in the secondary articles or secondary data. Then you can outline the structure. Then you can write your literature review. Those the 5 steps you have to follow when you are writing the review paper. But in the research article, then you have to follow in the introduction and literature review and the methodology and research and discussion and the conclusion, finally in the reference. Then I will share with some articles when we are publishing in the symposium and the journals. Then you can see how in that is the particular part. Before that, before in my presentation, before concluding, in this symposium mentioned in the references, especially in the APA style. There are many styles. In the Harvard style, APA style, and MLA style likewise. You have to keep in mind there are 5 keywords in the reference list in the citation. One is in the author or author's last name. And the first one is name. Second one is year. Third one is the first one is author or authors. Second one is title after year. Fourth one is the publisher. In the name, in the year, in the title of the research paper, and the year of publication, then finally publisher. There are 5 fingers. You have to keep in mind 5 fingers. Name, year, title, publisher, publication, or publisher with, in the particular pages. So this is the referencing style, but those 5 key fingers can be changed according to the style. According to the APA style, in the name or last author, in the author's last name with the initial and the year of publication with some commas and dots can be changed. Only the changing part is there. As an example, in the journal citation, you can see that in the author, one author, and also in the year, this is the name of the title, then in the publisher, and the year with the volume and issue. In also in the web link also there. This is the 5 fingers. Then you have to follow that. And when we are writing a publisher, normally we use in the italic form. But in the more authors, you have to write all the authors in the last name with the initials. When you are in text citation, when you are in the body in the particular part article, you are grabbing, they are in the findings. When more than 2 authors, when you are findings in publish, you have to write in the ital word. Ital means there is the italic word. Ital is a khandayam, නැත්නම් අතුරු කණ්ඩායම. As an example, Silva, any other Jayavikrama or Attanayaka, likewise, there are many authors are included in that in the particular research. Silva is the primary author. So the Silva itself, likewise, you can write with the italic form and the particular year. Those are the in-text citation you have to write in the particular research article. In-text means within the text you have to write. But in the referencing, you have to write all the names with the initials and that in the reference list. You have to follow in the alphabetical order also when referencing. And some research papers and research article or journals in the body text, not in-text citation, they are expecting in the author's name or year. In that case, you have to put in some numbers. I will show you in some articles with that. This is the one article, review article. You can see that based on the format, it will be depend abstract and the introduction, and there are lengthy introduction. Then because according to that in the topics, and also you can see that in the edible film coating, the comparison. Likewise, there are some images related to edible coating processing part and some comparative. You can see several comparisons are in the table. This is the review article, typical structure. මේ වගේ එක ලක්ෂණයක් තමයි. This is the typical format, not in the format. Review article, when you are reference, all the references are here, findings and properties are here, then comparative. And describe or to mention everything. Anyone can easily grab more things about in the review article. When you are attending that part, it may be more valuable. Okay. This is the one review article in the journal paper. Other part. This is the engineering, the process development. Study the shelf life of Syngiobia officinalis stored in the nut fabric coil room. This is the action research or not in the review. You can see the name study. The abstract is included. The purpose. This is the purpose. This is the methodology. 2-3 statement, the purpose also done. You can then purpose leave. Where this study and methodology, how many samples or this is the design and methodology. What are the testing methods that they have used? And conclusion in further recommendation or everything. Another one. They have mentioned every related photographs, images, and comparative analysis in the research. In the results, everything is mentioned in conclusion part and most important references. Not all the references are mentioned now. 5, 3, or up to 6 references normally used because it has a concentrated only 8 pages or 6 pages. In another one, this is the extended abstract, not full paper, extended abstract. Civil engineering and social area. Life expectancy assessment of archaeological building can be in Sri Lanka. This is a construction part, but it is archaeological research. Here also purpose. Why attending this kind of research? And locations. Where are that locations? Sample were done. Likewise, abstract is and with the keywords. Then introduction part and literature review also included. Then methodology. Then analyze parting with the building structure. So some maintenance period also comparatively study and life expectancy in the particular building and references. You can see 13 references. And another research. I will share with you another biological research. There are several research papers I open, but sharing is problems. This is the one review article. It has in the abstract comparatively what they have grabbed included in the lactic acid bacteria in functional for milk. So that in the finally they conclude according to the given comparison within that in the particular article review, and finally, based on the topic, it has mentioned in the fermentation is the other keyword, and other one is in the lactic acid bacteria is another keyword. So that in the preservation is the another keyword. Those are the main keyword that they have selected as in the abstract based on the given topic. Likewise, you have to write down in keywords when you are finding with the topic and the abstract at the later end. In here in the introduction, with that in the based on that in the topics, and according to the grab the literature part, they arrange in some topics, not in the literature review methodology, results and discussion, not in like in the other primary data within the particular research article. They comparatively mention in here all the grab data in pinpoint, all the summarized data with their interpretation, author's interpretation. Likewise, in the literature review articles, put into this way. And conclusion part in the interpretation is more important. More important at the point. Those are the findings you can mention. This is the one literature review article I'm going to share with you for more information. Other one, I am basing one more an article with me, but there are some sharing problem with me. Malkanti means any other idea about it? I will share with other article or open for discussion.
Kamal sir, since we are running out of time, I think we can conclude the session now. And if there are any other materials, we can share it on Symposium website, because we are sharing the recording also on Symposium website. So if there are any other slides, other materials, we can also share on that. If the participants have questions, I think this is we can give you a few minutes, so you can ask from the research panel if you have any questions.
Yes, I think better to this. Any questions that you have or clarification? Yes.
Question asked by me. Is asking if there is a multiple authors, how should we be arranged? Is it according to the alphabetical order? No, actually it is according to your author. Usually the first author is the writing person. That is according to your view, right? The authors are arranged according to your purpose. Usually the first author is a writing person, and second people or corresponding author, and the second, third authors are according to your purpose. So it is not according to the alphabetical order. Can I write, Kamal sir?
Yes, of course. Based on the primary author and secondary author, cannot be changed according to your view or anything. Based on the writing person and the corresponding author and other supervisor, all the corresponding authors include. cannot be changed. Anything else?
Thank you, Doctor. If there's no more questions, then can we conclude the session, Kamal sir?
Yes, of course. Thank you very much. Within a short time, I arranged some the presentation and share with you. And thank for attending this kind of session is very important for all of us. And I'll expect your feedback, especially in this for further development of our other parts. And thank you for attending and the interesting to for more research work. You are the pioneer people to in future for more research, more innovation. So dissemination part is very important. Thank you very much for attending and everything. Thank you very much for arranging Ms. Malkanti, Kenabadu, and my colleagues, Dr. Ranjan. Okay.
Thank you, Kamal sir. On behalf of the symposium committee, I like to thank our resource panel, Dr. Kamal and also Dr. Irandya for facilitating this event despite their busiest schedules. And also I like to thank all of you who have attended today. There's very good participation, more than 100 participants, and I have shared the symposium web link with you where you can go and see what are the author guidelines. That means what are the template, what is the template that you can use to write your research paper. And I like to invite all of you to submit an article for our research symposium, because this is your place. This is your time to publish your research. And as well as if you don't have a research being conducted, don't worry. Like Irande Madam and Kamal sir said, you can write literature review articles. Right? For that, you don't have to do a research on your own. By going through the literature only of an interested topic or interested area, you can write a review article as well. So, again, thanking everyone for coming here today. So we will wind up this session, and thank you very much.
Have a good day to you. Thank you.
Recording stopped.